Welcome to Canada International Student Magazine. I am Prerna, and like every week, this week again, I am with a topic of your interest. So today I have the librarian of the Surrey City Centre Library, Saied Forouzi.
Hello, happy to be here, and I'm ready to answer the questions and encourage the students to become a member of the library.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show, and today we are here to ask so many questions because international students have a lot of doubts related to the libraries in the city. So if you could tell us something about the library here.
Okay, the public libraries in Surrey, it is the Surrey Public Library System. We have 10 branches. The services that we offer, the regulations pretty much is the same for all the branches, so we want to be consistent. So I'm working in the city center branch, which is conveniently located next to the bus loop and the SkyTrain station, but we do have branches in South Surrey like Semiahmoo, Ocean Park, in Fleetwood area, in Newton, in Strawberry Hill, in Clayton, Guildford. So we have 10 branches, and your membership card would be good for all of them.
That's great. So if we talk about the library, because it's close to campuses, it's close to colleges here, so I'm sure there are a lot of students here all the time. So this is information for the students. So what is the timing of the library? What time does it start? Is it open on the weekends?
The city center branch and most of our branches are open 7 days a week.
That's great.
And with some very minor changes, the hours is all for all the branches. So in city center branch, we are open Monday to Thursdays from 9 to 8 o'clock, Fridays from 9 to 5 o'clock, Saturdays 10 to 5, and Sundays again 10 to 5. So 7 days a week we are open. Yeah.
So that is great. 7 days, if you all are watching this video, 7 days you can go to the library and you can read your favorite books, and you can even do a lot of things here. So how can students get a library card made here?
The membership for public library in BC, and including in city center and Surrey Library, is free. They just need to show us a proof of their residency. For example, in Lower Mainland, doesn't matter if they live in Richmond or Burnaby, as long as they live in here, and an ID picture. For example, the best one would be driving license because they have their address on it, or their PR card, or their passport, and something to show where they live. For example, they can bring us a bank statement, a telephone bill, a gas bill, a rental agreement. As long as they show us something where they live, the membership is free. It takes 2 minutes and we can issue them a card.
That's amazing. So can students return the books in some other branch, or they have to return the book from where they have taken it?
Yes, they can. When you borrow a book from a branch, you can return it pretty much to any other branches. We have a system that they bring it back. And I want to emphasize that it is not only for the Surrey branches. If you borrow a book, for example, in Burnaby, or if you borrow a book in Port Moody, you can also return it in here. We can return it to them back.
So that is really good, and for the convenience of the students, it's really good. You can, issue a book from one branch and you can even return it to some other branch without any hassle. So that is something really good. So what else people and students enjoy here the most?
The students usually, especially in my branch, which is a very big building, we are the second biggest public library branch in BC. So next to the VPL in downtown, we are the biggest public library in all BC. So we have 4 floors and lots of study spaces, lots of sitting spaces, and especially the students, they come to study in here, and they bring their own laptop, they bring their own tablets, and because we have free Wi-Fi for them, they sit here and they study. We have 6 study rooms. It is first come first visit, free for 2 hours. So if you're working and studying together as a group of 3 up to 8 person, you can just come to the library, you say your name. If the room is free, you can have it for 2 hours. If you're just studying individually, there are ample spaces in different floors that you can stay. There is no time limit. You can pretty much be here from opening to closing. And especially I would want to mention the what we call the laptop bars, which we have in the second floor and in the fourth floor. They are conveniently have power sources, so you can just plug in your laptop or tablet and sit there and use the free Wi-Fi and study as much as you want.
That's amazing. So if you want to study with your friends, so this is the best place. So libraries are definitely the best place, and you have to and you must visit Surrey Central Library. So as you said that the meeting rooms are on first come first serve basis, or students need to take a prior appointment.
Just to emphasize, we have meeting rooms which are big rooms, just like the one that you see in here.
Right.
Those are usually for gatherings and seminars and lectures that people have to pay and rent the meeting for their workshops and lectures. But I am emphasizing in here for students what we call in here study rooms, not the meeting rooms.
Okay.
Just a general jargon. So we have 6 study rooms. You can book it on the same day. You don't pay if it is free for 2 hours. So for example, you come to the library at 10 o'clock, you ask for a room. If it is empty, it is yours. Or you can say, I want it for 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't want it right now. So I can book it for 2 hours in the afternoon. But it is for the same day and in person. You can't phone us and book a room. You can't email us and book a room. You can't book it ahead of time. Same day, first come, first visit. Unless you're willing to pay. If you really want to have it for, let's say, next week, you pay $10 an hour and the room is yours.
That's amazing. So you can come here very conveniently using the public transportation, because it is just next to the Surrey City Centre SkyTrain station and close to the bus station as well. However, if you drive a car and you want to come in the car, let's ask about the parking.
We have lots of parking space. The parking in our branch is underground. You park there and you come to the branch, but just make sure to enter your plate number in a kiosk inside the library. It is good for 2 hours, free for 2 hours. If you forget to park and to come and register your plate number, there is a good chance that you're going to get a ticket, and I don't want it to happen. Don't come crying and asking for a reimbursement. That's not us. So good for 2 hours, free parking, but you have to register your plate number. But I want to also mention that if you go to other branches like Guildford or Fleetwood or Newton, there are lots of free parking space there as well. But we are very conveniently located, and we get lots of food patrons who come here because they are very close to the bus loop, conveniently located under just the SkyTrain station. It's 2 minutes walk, and I highly recommend you to be green and come on foot.
So public transportation is the best way to go to anywhere, and if you want to, hang out in library with your friends, read books or study, I think you should come either by walking or you can use the public transportation as well. And if you come by car, then please make sure that you follow all the instructions so that you don't get yourself a ticket. And what about the events here? Like students are really, curious about the events, and they want to socialize with and make friends in libraries. So are there any special events here?
Oh, we have lots of them. The libraries are not traditional anymore in the sense that people come and just borrow books and they go home and read books. We are about the programs that we are offering. The new trend in the libraries is that to be a community place, a place for gathering. Later you are going to see, and if you come and you can visit the branch yourselves, we have lots of spaces. Sometimes people say that, oh, how much space? Why you don't have enough books to fill this space? But that was intentional, because we want to have a space for people to come, for students to come, for all the members to come and just socialize in here and have their meetings in here in a safe environment, in a free environment. So yes, we do encourage them. We have lots of programs which is offered by the library, by the librarians. So for example, story times for kids, we have English conversation classes, we have basic computer classes in here, different programs for different age levels and different interests. Sometimes we have workshops which we invite, for example, experts to come and just give us, for example, financial information or legal advice information by the experts. So these are the programs that are ongoing in the library. But it is not only the programs that are offered by the library, because we have lots of meeting rooms. The other agencies in the area or the other even private companies in the area, they come and rent our meeting rooms to have their own workshops and the lectures and their marketing in here as well. So the best way would be, all the programs are in our website, the ones that we offer by the libraries, but I highly recommend you, whenever you're in the library, take a look in the foyer. When you're entering, there is a community board which tells you about the programs that are going on in the meeting rooms and also in the community. For example, we have lots of festivals for the summer, which is very joyful events in the plaza. So you can take a look at them, the information and posters, for example, for music concerts, for cultural events. You can always take a look and see what's going on. I also want to mention that there are lots of opportunities for finding a job. I don't mean in the library, but they just advertise it in the library. So for example, 2 weeks ago we had the job fair in here and different companies here, and there were lots of students coming with their resume and directly interacting with the potential employers to look for a job. So there's lots of things going on in the library, so come and visit us. The programs that we offer, again, it is in our website, but the other programs that are going on in the library, there is always signs and brochures and pamphlets in the foyer, and you can take a look for it.
That's amazing. So what is the website of the libraries so that students can log on to it and they can be updated about the events?
It is www.surreylibraries.ca, because we are a system of libraries. It's surreylibraries.ca, plural.
So that's the website that you all have to log on to so that you can get access to all the events, and you can even be updated about any kind of job fair that's happening around in the city, so that you can come here with your resumes and then you can have a chit chat with the potential employers, and maybe, you never know, library is a good place to get a job too.
Yeah, why not? I just want also to mention that we have our page in the Instagram, for example, in the Facebook, in the YouTube. So those are other places that you can become aware of what's going on in the library. And we have our own newsletter that you can just sign in with your email, and we send you the monthly issues of the programs that we are offering in the library as well.
So thank you so much for the discussion today, and I hope the students would take a lot from this and they would try and use the library as much as they can and make use of all the ocean of knowledge here in the form of books.
I want also, because we are talking about the students and the audience are the students, just to let you know, while we are encouraging everybody to get a library card, the library card is for borrowing books.
Right.
But if you want just to come here and just sit here and study, use the study rooms. If you want just to sit here and use the free Wi-Fi that we have, you don't need a library card. The library card is good because we want to borrow books. So the only thing that we charge in the library is for printing. We have printing and photocopying service. So if you are looking for a last minute, for example, printing your resume, or if you are working on a project and you want to just print something from the website, the only thing that we charge in the library is 20 cents per page for black and white printing and 40 cents for color print. But using the computers, we have our own computers. With your membership card, you can come and sit here and use our own computers, the public computers, for 90 minutes every day. So we have free access to the internet in there. We have PowerPoint, we have Microsoft Word, we have Excel. So those programs, if you want to use them. And also we have a scanner. In case you want to scan your documents, or you're applying for a job and you want to scan your resume and email it to your employer, we have free scanning in here as well. The other thing I want to mention is, as the benefit of a membership card, is not only books. Maybe you are not into reading just fiction books, but because you are a student, I'm sure that you are going to do lots of researches. The library has been subscribed to 30 plus of different databases in different subject categories, that it is accessible from your home, in your own laptop, 24 hours 7, and these databases are really good. Some of them are educational. So just to mention some of them are, for example, we have the LinkedIn Learning, we have Library Express Learning. Those are good, for example, to refresh your memory and brush up your memory from your high school, for example, in chemistry or mathematics generally. If you want to taking, for example, basic bookkeeping courses or AutoCAD design in computer, website design. We have audio-visual materials, instructive courses in there for you that you can use. In order to have them, access to them, for example, it is only just to have a membership, and they are available from your home or from your website, from your own laptop, anytime. If you are a business student, we have lots of good databases for business resources. For example, we have the very prestigious Harvard Business Review database in here. We have a database for business plans in different categories, that if you are working on a business plan, for example. If you are looking for a job, or if you just generally want to know about the companies and manufacturers in Canada, we have a databases of the manufacturers and the businesses in Canada with more than 1 million records. These are all available for free with your library card in the library databases.
So don't forget to get yourself a library card, and you can enjoy and you can just read a lot of books by using these databases as mentioned by Saied.
These are just more for your interest as an academic when you are studying, but for your own free entertainment and enjoyment, we have ebooks that you can download. Maybe that's the way you're now used to read books. We have more than 50,000 ebooks that you can download, and you can have it for 3 weeks on your computer and your smartphone. After 3 weeks, it will be automatically erased from your device, so you can have access to that. We have magazines online that you can download. We have movie streams that you can download and watch movies. If you are into classic music, ballet, dancing, we have lots of good documentaries on that. So it is not only the academic side of it, we have lots of things for your entertainment. If you are, for example, preparing yourself, you get lots of these questions in the library for example, preparing for the IELTS exam. We do have a days, while we have lots of good books in here for your IELTS preparation and TOEFL preparation, or CELBAN, and these are the LPI tests. These are the usual English tests that you have to pass in order to get admission from a university nowadays in Canada. But we do have a database for IELTS academic and general, both of them, that you can have access to that audio visually on your laptop.
That's amazing. So you can even learn for IELTS, the English International Language Testing System, and also of CELPIP, and you have a lot of data for the same. And you have to prepare, and so all the very best if you want to use our resources or the library's resources to prepare for these exams. So any rules for the library, like any rules for the students?
Basically, we are a public place. As long as you are just considerate of the others, don't interrupt them, you're more than welcome to come to the library and sit. People may ask, may I eat in the library? May I drink in the library? Yes, you may. We even have a coffee shop in here that you can buy.
Wow.
As I mentioned, everything is free, so, but not the coffee shop, you have to pay for that. But you can eat, you can drink in here, as long as you are not doing it next to our own public computers. But when you're sitting at a desk, you're more than welcome to eat, but not very, don't order a pizza in here. We don't want the smelly and the very chill food, but a simple food that suffice. And we are a very green building. We have won a gold medal for just being a part. So the drinking water is only in level 1. Bring your own bottle, and you can just fill that, and yes, you can have your drinks. If you are watching a movie, or if you are, for example, in course of your study, you have to listen, for example, to a YouTube or something that it is audio visual, please bring your own earphones, because you don't want to interrupt others while you are just listening and studying. So having an earphone, I will recommend it. Other than that, as long as you are respectful to the others, you are welcome to come, and there is no specific regulation to be in the library.
Alright, so I hope now you all have understood the rules about the library, and there's a cafe too, so you can enjoy reading books with coffee. So now it's time for me also to have coffee here and read some books. And lastly, I would just like to ask you if there is any message for everyone who comes in the library, any message from your side or any advice.
We are really here welcoming public, including our students in the area, to come and use this facility, because really we are a public institution, and we welcome everybody to come, and we will love to see you here. We are always here to help you with a big smile, and we have 3 different information desks in 3 different levels, so you can go to any of my colleagues and ask your question. We are ready to help you. We have a motto in the library: don't be shy, come and ask our questions. In the library's word, we will say there is no stupid question in the libraries. Every question is a good question. So as long as you are not shy and you're approaching us and you are asking, no matter what, if it is a simple question or something that we can help you with your research, we are happy here to help you. And as I said, we are here always to help you. I will hope that we can see you. Just one last thing, when you become a member, you can borrow books, magazines, music CDs, DVDs. We have even books in other languages. For example, we have books in Punjabi, Hindi, Russian, Japanese, you name it. You can have items for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, you have to bring it back. If you are working on something and you need more than 3 weeks, then you can renew it for another 3 weeks. And then you can renew it for another 3 weeks. So basically you can have potentially a book for 9 weeks, but you have to renew them. The only requisition is that nobody is in the waiting list. If nobody is waiting for that book, you can renew it up to 9 weeks to have the book. The other service that I should mention is that maybe you come to the city center branch and you're looking for a book that I don't have it. Let's say it is in Guildford, let's say it is in Semiahmoo. No problem. You just reserve the book. We can help you to reserve the book. You can do it yourself. And we ask, for example, the Guildford Library to send the book here for you. Usually takes 2 days. And then we email you or contact you to come and pick it up. So you don't need to drive branch to branch just to get the book that you want. We offer that service. Even if the book is, for example, in Burnaby or North Vancouver, even in Edmonton, even if Calgary, doesn't matter. We offer that service. We can bring the book for you. It is free of charge, just takes a little bit more time.
That's amazing. I think students would love this feature about the library. So no matter what book you want to read, it will be arranged for you, and the library would leave no stone unturned to help you and be at full service for you.
One last thing that I should mention is that, because we are talking about again with the students, don't forget that we are a public library. So the domain of our books, the level of the books that we have, is just mostly for general public interest. Sometimes the students, they come and ask for the books which are the, for example, course books, very specific computer advanced books, or very specific, business topics that they are asking for. We don't have those books because the level is just not suitable for the general public. While we do have some good books in business, in resumes, in different manufacturing and reference materials, we try our best to get those books for you from others. Just don't expect to have your course books, especially in the university levels, in here. But we will try our best, and we have a very good collection.
Great. So thank you so much, Saied Forouzi, for being a part of the show and giving everyone information about the library and how they can issue the book, what are the rules of the library, how they can return the book, and how well you can arrange all the books for the students.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now this is me, Prerna, signing off from Canada International Student Magazine. Next week we are going to come up with another topic of your interest. Till then, don't go anywhere and take care.